Okay, Prabhu's team, you are ready.
Yes, sir.
You are ready to go and you are ready to perform.
Okay, sir.
So,
Good evening.
Team Prabhu is making the presentation. This is for the video recording purpose. Team Prabhu is making the presentation. Yesterday's activities being continued. There are a couple of absentees today. So, Team Prabhu is making their own presentation, and the team members are Kaviraj, Nitin, Ritika, and Nitish and Prabhu. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening to another listener. So today we are going to explain the plot with the objects involved. So the plot is where the other countries military have been camped near a village where, in the background of mountains, and taking the villages as the balls in the marble balls, and we have a small construction going on in that military camp, which that's a truck with construction truck in the military camp. It's standing over there. It contains of the red carrier and the 8 tires. And after that, there was a straight road heading towards the village. So that is the arc and shaped arcs. And coming back to the story. The village people, 3 members. They are night rook and bishop. The second set of night rook and bishop for the people who are all the other people who are living inside the village, and they have steal from the village head. So now the village go and call the military, and they try to catch them. The three are now in jail. And Knight, Rook and Bishop, the other set of the Knight, Rook and Bishop is the military people who are there, and they all have...
No, I think Knight...
Yes, sir?
I think Knight, Rook and Bishop you are repeating again. You have already said that.
Yes, sir, we have 2 sets of...
Sir, excuse me, Prabhu. Sir, actually you told that we can take if we need some object, we can take sword. So we are taking the another set of knight to the bishop, sir.
Fine. Go. Then.
And all the three military personnel have the 4 type of pistols, and they again come to the village and they ask for some money with the children who are playing and the other persons in the village, and I'd like Kristen to continue.
Thank you, Prabhu. And the soldiers are coming with their 4 pistols, and that time there are 2 rare butterflies which are describing the balls are described as the butterflies, the 2 types of balls. So the butterflies are actually a rare butterflies, so the every persons are looking at the butterflies, and that time the military persons come.
Keep the mic little away from your lips. Come on.
So they're coming and they're asking for the things they have. So the military people are asking to the children who has a ring, which is described, and the same military person is asking to a lady. So for the necklace, and the same military person is asking the village person, and he is also giving. Sir, did you call, sir?
Hey, listen. நான் எதுக்காக நின்றுட்டு இருக்கேன் டேபிள் பார்த்து
So no sir, some network problem for me sir. So it's hearing like you're calling sir.
உன் ஊர்ல நெட்வொர்க் ப்ராப்ளம் அப்படின்னா அது மணிகண்டன் சுந்தரேசன் பேசுற மாதிரி கேட்குமா?
So they are asking for money and they are going back. When they are going back, there is some 2 pillars to the entrance of the camping area. There are 2 pillars there, which is there, and when they are going in, there is an alarm. Let's do there are some escape from the camp. So the 3 persons are escaped. So it's actually a mountain like a place. So they need to glide down to go to the road, and they are going for there is a shop for the parachute places. So they are going and giving money and getting parachutes, and they are flying them.
So, Kiran,
So that's it.
that's it. அவ்வளோதான். Kiran, Reshwar, Nitin Murugan, the materials that Prabhu and Ritan have executed in the plot are big wheel carriers, that is the green and red, as you could see here, that's number 1, and the chest coins, that's prop number 2, arc shaft, that's prop number 3, pistols, prop number 4, balls, prop number 5, and the green marbles, prop number 6. And they have used chest coins in extra, which is not going to be counted as a separate prop. Ritan pretty much mentioned that the story is over, but out of 14, only 6 properties were used. And Ritan mentioned about the story plot, but he did not mention the representing icons, that is representing properties for the story. He mentioned something as pillars. I don't have any idea which property is used as a pillar. So,
Sir, may I explain it, sir?
then do it.
Sir, the pillars are the greens, the fluorescent sticks, sir.
Then why didn't he say that? Why is concentration missing on that part? Ritan?
Sir, actually sir, I thought we need to first test and then
Hey, Prabhu Aditya, when Prabhu Aditya was explaining, don't dodge, Ritan. When Prabhu Aditya was explaining, I was simultaneously making all this, and you are seeing that with your eyes. Then how come you can have a conclusion that I am expecting you to say the story and then? Yeah, Prabhu Aditya, coming back to you.
Yes, sir. And the multivariable tool, sir, it's the parachute, sir. We are converting it to the parachute, sir.
Multivariable tool, what does it mean?
Sir, which contains scissors.
Yeah, அது சொல்லணும்லடா. Okay, right. Now 8 have been used. Then.
Sir, the dice which is used for board games, it's the mountain, sir, which they will be gliding from the parachute, sir.
Then.
The blue clamps are the road street lights, sir.
இவ்வளோ இருக்கு. And Ritan, Nitish, you have been explaining as if a nursery rhymes by a second grade student.
Sir, can I say something, sir?
Yeah, in a fast forward mode, please. Speak, come on.
Sir, the green heart green plastic balls, sir. In the prison, the light, sir. If someone is escaping, means the light, sir.
Is that a part of a plot? In a equally creative attitude. Prabhu?
No, sir, it's the part of it, sir. I have to wait and see part of it, sir.
Okay, then I accept. Alright.
Sir, sir.
Yes,
sir, yes, sir.
Solda.
Nothing, sir. I'm not included.
Sir, I have it, sir. I have it, sir.
Please, say that.
Sir, the Chinese set of coins is the necklace which the lady gave to the memory, sir.
Okay.
And the rings are the small rings which it will be with the sticks, that's what the small girl gave, sir.
Okay, alright, done. Excuse me, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Sir, deco picture cards and starter cards.
12 occupied and the story is complete. If a Mithravu Keethanavu remain panna parage, you cannot say that. So, done. Time up.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Kiran.
Sir.
If you are able to really explain the story out of whatever that has been configured here, that will heavily have an impact on the mark that we are going to give. So come on, tell me the story as a panel member.
Okay, sir, I'll try my best, sir.
Right.
So, actually, sir, I really didn't get it at first, sir, because I only understood after like the knight, rook, and bishops, sir, like some of the people in the village were the knight, rook, and bishops, sir, and then I think they got captured, sir, and then they escaped.
Reshwar.
Sir.
Can you make out the story if you don't mind?
I'll try. So there, so there's a little wartime and some soldiers were traveling. So I think the soldiers went to like a village, and then somebody in the village said that something was stolen, and that's when like there were 3 other people. Let's see. And then someone was taken to prison, and then there were like, sorry, that's all I can
Right.
out of it.
Okay. Nitin, can you catch up the plot and can you explain your plot?
Yes, sir, I'll do my best. Sure, so I didn't really understand the part really in the beginning. Like, I understood they said it was like a war story type of plot, and there was the knight, and like bishop people in the town, and then there was the army people and another set of checkpoints, and then they had to like I think someone was taken to jail for some because they stole something. I mean, yeah, I didn't understand the last part, sir.
That's okay. Whatever you 3 have given, it's quite okay. And you 3, the explanation that you 3 gave is the reflection of how the 2 presented. So, Prabhatia written. Would you like to add something? As you could see, the panel members were not able to make out the story that you mentioned. They were not able to figure out what you exactly tried to mean. So, what's your idea on this? How can you patch it up?
Sir, can you explain, sir, to them?
Very quickly, don't take too much time, very quickly. Don't take too much time, very quickly explain.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So, once it's just a simple part, the thieves are trying to escape from the jail, and they suddenly climb some mountain, and they buy some parachutes there to glide down from there, like cliff jumping. They use the parachute and they jump and they escape. That's it.
Okay, thank you. And now the work comes for Kiran, Nitin and Reshwar, my panel members. Is he Kiran, Reshwar and Nitin? I wanted to discuss within yourselves as proper panel members and take these 5 criteria mainly. Criteria number 1, teamwork of the team. Criteria number 2, property allocation, of which 12 out of 14 only were used. Criteria number 3, communicative ability. Criteria number 4, organizing and their time management. And criteria number 5, the overall better idea and clarity that they had about this exercise. have all these criteria as the basic streamlined filtering mechanism and give me a mark out of 100 for Team Prabhu Aditya. Come on, you three can discuss. Yeah.
Okay, I have one question, sir. Yesterday you asked our team to say a message, sir, what does this skit mean?
Correct?
Yeah, but this team, sir, they didn't really say a message, so...
They don't have it. If they had,
Sir, we have.
hey, சும்மா இது ஒருத்தர் கேட்ட பிறகு சார் we have நீங்க என்ன பண்ணிருக்கணும் when I said sir it's not over we still have the message no they are having it but they both don't have the kind of presence of mind to pitch that message during the scope of the time of presentation that was given to them. So if you sonna paragi they are getting reminded and then they say that no we have this, we have that. That I cannot accept. That is not at all the structure of the presentation. So with whatever they have done, put your minds together and then give me a mark quickly. Nitin Murugan goes first, Reshwar goes second, and Kiran goes third. First, utter your ideas and then have a common discussion and give me a mark. Come on.
Okay, friends, so I didn't really... Wait, sir, is there 14 only written in Prabhu? Sir?
No, there's also Ritika and Kamina. So I think we should take up some points because they're participating.
Yeah, they only included 2 people, so we need to get that. So
that's like what?
Maybe 20 marks for that, because they didn't include all of them.
Okay. Oh,
And then,
sure.
yeah.
We'll see about the marks later. We'll just discuss what you could have got to do on. Also, like,
They didn't use all.
Yeah.
They only used maybe
yeah.
not even half.
No, they got a 12 out of 14 of them.
Yeah. 12.
Okay. So not completely all of them, but they were using some. Maybe we can give them a couple marks for that. And then
Yeah, Kiran.
Okay, sir. So, and although they had a day and although they had team discussions, they kind of seemed a little unprepared for this presentation. Ritin was stumbling a bit and so was Prabhu Aditya, but they tried their best, so we have to at least compensate some marks for that.
Yeah. Well, they at least tried to do this. So maybe give us top 5. I'm gonna
72. That's a decent mark. It's not bad, but it's decent for what they did.
Okay, right. Reshwar, finish what you started.
Sir?
Reshwar, finish what you started. You said something before Nitin said. Nitin has finished his point. Yeah, Reshwar, go.
I was just planning to say since Ritika and conversion participate -20, and then also because they didn't meet the fulfillment for all the projects.
Okay.
-10, but +5 because they tried to do a team discussion out of these sessions.
Okay.
All version, so 75.
75 is Reshwar's mark. Nitin, your mark.
I think 72 would be fairly decent because they weren't exactly prepared for everything that we asked. They didn't describe a couple of the objects and what they were used for. So I think we could give them maybe 70 or 72.
Okay. 72 by 70 or 72? Actually speaking by Nitin Murugan. Kiran.
Sir, my honors score is 68.5, sir.
68. 68.5. Kiran, what is it? Repeat.
68, sir.
Okay. Okay, ratio.
Really sir, and also they don't have any
Kiran. Kiran, if you are using speaker, it is really hard for us. I don't understand what's the problem you have in putting on the earphones while the other people are doing that. Because if you are using speaker, I am getting my own voice as if it is a devil's voice. My voice is already like that. So, would you mind using it? Put a headphone or something, because we don't need to get the feedback. Because the other people who are attending, they are having the phones onto their ear. It's going to be very irritating. Consider that.
Sir, is it better now, sir?
Much to the power infinity better. Okay, Reshwar, being a senior person, you can consolidate and give a final score. Kiran Nandita says 68, Nitin Murugan says 70 or 72, and you have said 75. So you are next in command after me in the panel. So I would like you to give a consolidation and give a final amount. Come on.
I just took an average of all the scores that I gave, and it came to 71.7. Or we could just round it up to 72.
Okay, 72 is final. That's fine. Okay. Prabhu Aditya Ritan Nitish, 72 is my co-panel members mark for you, and we will finalize. We will finalize after all the teams are completed. Any questions, Prabhu Aditya and Ritan Nitish?
No, sir. No, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Brinda, what was your question?
Suggestion, sir. Sir, when they say story and you do it and again they listen, sir, it becomes 4 parts, sir. When they say one, when you do 2, sir, and they listen 3, it makes some confusion, sir. What I'm trying to say is, if you give us the chance of doing everything, sir, we will move the objects, we will shape it, sir, so that it's a creative edge, sir, and they will understand it, sir. And if it's not well, you can give feedback, sir.
உனக்கு சான்ஸ் வேணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு நீ வந்து அந்த காலத்து எம்ஜிஆர் மாதிரி மக்களுக்காக பேச மாதிரி பேச. Okay, no, I cannot make decision. Wait. Kiran, Reshwar, Nitin, jokes apart, Vedavarshan, Kirtana and Mitra are suggesting that when it comes to the other two teams, they should be given the privilege of moving things of their own. Shall we allow that?
Sir, what do you mean by like moving things on there?
As you have observed, yesterday when you gave the plot, when your team gave the plot, I was the one who was moving according to the plot explanation. And here, Prabhu Aditya and Ritan Nitish, when they were saying, it's online team basically, so I have to move it again. But what these two teams are suggesting is, since they are direct attendees, instead of me moving, they want their own cells to move the properties in accordance with the plot that they are explained. That's what they are saying. My question is, shall we allow that or not?
Sir, like, what's the difference if you do it or they do it? Either way, they're moving, right?
No, there is difference. As per what Vedavarshan thinks is, he has got some extra things planned, and their own team members have the ideology behind that. So when a team member like Mitra says, and if Vedavarshan moves, that will have more liveliness. That's what.
And it will reach our expectations.
It will reach the expectation. That's what he says.
And then easily understand, sir, so that again we need not explain, sir.
And you will be able to understand the story in a spotlight. That's what they mentioned. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nitin, what is it?
We need a team number.
Sure, why not? Go. Anyway,
Yeah.
So, because I think that we could like, because one would be a little bit more interested in the way they do it, instead of like just sort of moving it the way certainly.
Yeah, I think they have more control over the story themselves. It's been a while.
Because the thing is, we can't see the items from here. We can't see the items from here.
Okay, if you want,
Fine.
if you want, I will ask Vedoshan to join and I will put a video screen.
And you said they can move it around so it came to a conclusion. They can move it around.
Yeah, I understand. So now Vedoshan will join this call and through his phone, I'll video stream whatever Vedoshan's team is doing. So are you going next or shall we ask them to go next?
We will go.
Anything you need?
We will go.
Huh?
We will go.
This one. Yeah, please.
Yes, Madam Shubha.
So actually we'll explain the story ka. So whatever you have understood from that story, we will get the conclusion ka. So that you find it useful.
Okay.
Like all the best.
Thanks.
உங்களுக்கு என்னதான் புரியுதோ அந்த மாடல் சொல்லணும். இப்போ நான் ஒன்று பேசுகிறேன். எல்லாரும் ஒவ்வொரு மாடல் சொன்னால் ஒவ்வொரு மாடல்
Wait, here's the question. I mean, no,
Guys, you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
சரி நான் இன்ட்ரடக்ஷன் ஆரம்பிச்சு வைக்கிறேன்.
When did I give you team discussion time?
Introduction
Sit down all of you. Team Mitra is going to perform. Panel members, for your notice, Team Vishnupriya has never gone for team discussion during the early time. So while evaluating them, you need to understand.
Only Vishnu Priya.
Vishnupriya, the leader,
Temple, I didn't have the phone with me. Her mom told that
the leader had gone to temple, and that's why she did not attend the team discussion. So I want you to take into consideration when their team's turn comes.
I didn't have my phone with me, sir.
Sir, they're allowed to change the questions. So because when you move here and there, we will dash. So let them teach like this.
You will follow. Vishnu.
How do you do it?
Camera cover.
Okay.
Okay, so Prabhu Aditya, Ritvika, Kavinraj, Nitin, and my co-panel members. Team Mitra is starting the presentation, and Nitin,
Yes, sir.
-5 marks for whom?
Sir, I think they should get minus place, sir, because their team leader just did not get
Sir, they will not have a phone, sir. Sir, cheating, sir. Sir, I don't
We'll take a call on that when they are coming for the presentation. Okay. So, people are able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I think you were holding the phone the wrong way, sir. You see everything sideways.
So can we?
Nitin, can you repeat what you said? You wanted to change the angle of the phone.
Yes, sir. It was sideways.
Okay, I'll do my best, but I'll make sure that you are watching everything.
Sir, it goes sequence by sequence, sir. I'll explain clearly what is it. Speakers off பண்ணிக்கோ sir.
I'm going to mute it here. Okay, so I have muted my laptop's audio, but I have, yeah. I have muted my laptop audio, but I have kept this device unmuted. So, are you able to hear properly without any feedback? Right. So then focus, the team is going to start. 3, 2, 1, go.
Our remaining to unlock is up here. It's our pleasure for us to explain you the plot. So we have incorporated all the 14 objects plus 1 or 2 extra objects too. So here is a disclaimer. Each time we say upon the sequence, we will be mentioning what is the object and at the same time what it does depict. And at the same time, after completing the explanation of the plot, at the last we will be once again explaining what are all the objects so that we will get a clarity, and at the same time if we have missed something we will be saying that time, and also we will conclude at last. So first I would like to ask Kirtana to conclude the first sequence.
So these are the first sequence over here. So we just starting with a village, and so village, in a village a corner there is a forest. So this art ball contains a forest, and then here in the forest we have two started home. This both combined as a castle. Here we just took an extra chess coins over here. Then this chess coins represent the 5 number. Here story begins like this.
So first it goes sequence by sequence, or explain the whole story and then coming from sequence. Right?
Your choice.
So you go explain the story, then we go sequence by exactly. So we would like to finish the story as Kirtana rightly mentioned. It's a village, forest, and a rich family living in the edge of the village. Now I'm going to continue the second sequence.
So here we have to explain the course full of complete பண்ணுங்க. அப்படிதான் இருக்கும்.
Sorry, no sequences. Sorry, the confusion.
One second, class. Boys and girls, audio, everything is okay because they are going to start now.
Story.
Ashan, begin with.
Okay, so I'll let start the story. And first of all, I'd like to thank Mitra for giving this opportunity, and I'd like to continue with this. So here in the forest, we have then full of forest. In the corner, we have a castle over here. A castle, we have 5 rich members. That's not a relation, that merely we just say it as a family members. So here in a village, what we do in this is, the person of a village, they just been giving us some rumors to the members of the 5 members, and then upon the 5 members, 3 members that take it as a serious. That in the castle there are some ghosts in it, and then they at night also we see there is some sounds, and there is some beast sound in it, and they just got afraid to it. So one point on what they decided in essence, the 2 persons when they are
So to explain it clearly, there are totally 5 numbers. Now, as far as being in the castle. So they moved to the forest. In the forest, they moved in warm evening. So it's very dark in the forest. So they don't know what to do in the forest. They lost their way. So they were staying inside. But suddenly, both family members were dead in the forest. But we don't know how they were dead, and that was a mysterious death. So no one knows how they were dead. So three family members get to know about that the two members were missing when they go to the forest. So three members again come to the village and go to the castle to visit everything. From here, keep them out of it.
So from here what they do in the sense they just comes here and they just checks where the two members are. Then they're just taking a nook and corner of the castle, but they couldn't find their boat. So then after they just texted them that they'll go for a forest to do something, and they're just coming to the forest and they're just searching where they are, but they didn't find. At last they just came and they just found them, but they're just seeing their dead bodies over there. They really don't know what happened to them. They couldn't see their body at all. It was full of blood and this was just like that they couldn't even see. And then it is continued like that.
Yes. So now the three people are shocked that their friends are dead now, and the rumor spread all over the village and start spreading from place to place, and everyone was scared. And each time the rumor starts spreading, and every people in the village are getting scared, and they are not at all going near the castle beyond 7 p.m. And here comes our hero. So first, within that, the castle was alone, and no one visited that castle. So first, a person from the government comes up with a plan, and that is to build a hospital in this forest so that every people can go there. So this hospital, but the plan gets demolished because the castle was very old, and there may be some, we have to take some precautions too. The plan gets demolished. And at the same time, hearing this, that hero gets...
Okay. Yeah, Resha, what is it? Is it okay now? So shall I switch off the other video so that this video alone will be cast? Video மட்டும் ஆஃப் பண்ணி காலை கட் பண்ணிக்காதடா. I think now it's clear. Go ahead, please.
So two members were dead, sir. The remaining three members were back in the castle, sir, and they were waiting in the castle and they slept at the night, sir. But they listened some sounds which was weird, sir. It's not usual thing. It was an unusual thing. So they don't want to stay here. Again, they go to the nearby village where his friends reside. So this castle is now resides untouched, sir. No one goes near it. And village people started spreading rumor like the spirit is still there in the castle, so no one go near beyond 7 p.m. sir. So no one is going near that, and the sounds will be heard when we go among that, so no one should go there. And the rumors start spreading even more day by day, sir. So that's why village still, even now, village is being like that, sir. No one can stop all those myths, and to just continue, this will continue from here, sir.
So as the plan of the building of a hospital gets demolished, now a special team comes here, the village, and the factory owner, he's actually having a factory in the town, and he's again trying to build a factory in the village so that he gets more profit. So he arranges a bold team so that they will be very bold, and they are sending them to the castle. They stay here and they hear some more noises from here because there is a spirit, and they get imagine that okay, there is a spirit. But actually, according to this, there are no spirits in the castle. The shaky sound of the trees and natural sounds caused them to become scary. And now our hero named Krish comes. This is Krish. As we did not find out the bishop, it was very under. So we have come up with this guy. So this is imagine this is a bishop. So this hero comes and explores into the castle and what's happening, and he discovers that there is no spirit inside the castle. So he spreads this news, this very happy news over the village that okay, there is no spirit, and they celebrate Krish for
2, sir. Army camp. This is the army camp, sir. What? Chinese stickers.
You better cross-check with the list that you have, the 14 objects, and try to relate which of the objects they have been using so far.
So this is major tanks used in war. This is India's property.
Yes, sir. So this is India, sir, and that is Pakistan, sir.
Wow. Hero takes a major role in the army, sir.
So here comes the story. It's going to get continued. So now there's a war between India and Pakistan, and India is with many weapons. Here, India has 2 major weapons. And the Pakistan has the other 2 major weapons. So that both will be very strong. So here India keeps shooting Pakistan and Pakistan keeps shooting India. And it is so here the Chinese stickers are the warriors on the both sides, and here they are throwing bomb weapons. India is throwing bomb weapon on Pakistan and Pakistan is throwing bomb weapon on India. So this is happening for many years, and finally there comes a conclusion. India wins in this war, and they have a crushing defeat towards Pakistan.
Grew up, hero Chris survived in the war, and along with him, his friends, 5 of them have survived in the war. Actually, India won the war between India and Pakistan. So that was a proud moment. When he returns to the camp, he had a shocking news again.
Yes, and they all have now India is very much improved, and they have some EPs and hotels everywhere. So that EPs and hotels have this fluorescent system. So these are some eateries and hotels in India, and it is very developed, and the people in India are very, very proud that they are belonging to this proud nation. So now I would like to ask question and have to continue.
Statement number 3. So I will continue, they will set the plot, and this is 2 gangsters. So now comes a very shocking news. When the hero goes to the camp again, he just heard a news that without taking rest, he need to focus on another mission happening in the city. That was 2 gangsters fight, which was uncontrollable, and they were disturbing all the citizens too much, and he starts killing everyone without mercy. So the hero was put into the mission again. So now the hero goes into his smaller size, and he's the hero. So hero was in the army camp, and the real situation was he's the gangster. Sorry, these 2 are the gangsters. So what is happening here really is, so the hero has a friend when he was staying in the village. When he goes to explore that big castle, he knows that his friend comes along with him. But the village only spoke about the hero, but not his friend. So his friend started having personal vengeance on his friend, that is the hero Krish. So the friend was not talking with him, and he just left the village and go to the city. And his vengeance inside was growing day by day, and he became a very strong gangster in the city and disturbing everyone. He was waiting for a good day to kill his friend. He never told about him in the village, because he is the one who motivated him to go to the castle and just explore everything. But his name was unspoken, and no one just cared about him. So when he come to the city to control everyone with the police force headed by him, when they started coming, he saw his friend, and the 2 gangsters were fighting for a very precious thing, that is a very precious thing, a marble. This decides with another one, and his friend was staying in the other side. So they were fighting for this precious stone. Where the police comes inside, so to show the power of police, and to clear the personal vengeance had by the friend of hero, they joined hands together by sharing it equally. So,
Kill.
it become gangsters versus police and government officers. Now they go with the force to attack them. But finally, to save everyone's life, the hero goes friend and kills everyone, and he finally killed with the great weapon he had. He killed the friend and everyone, and he took the property and took it to the government. Finally, by saving everyone, unfortunately, villain or sorry, a gangster in enemy side had a knife. When he start going to kill him, his hand was it was not an tactical death, but it was a sudden and unfortunate accident death. When he falls down, the knife hits him. So he was dead dead there, and everyone was survived. So no lives were lost in that situation. So gangsters were dead, and all the atrocities was reduced. So he stands very proud in that moment, but he is dead finally. But all the police lives were saved. So by seeing this, everyone was they want to just show some respect to him. In order to show respect, they planned very sincere and respectful and a proud death for him. So for saving everyone's life and just having his own tactics in the war and making the war very successful. For him, they built a statue in the center of the city, and he was now speaking even now. And this death was very proud by having 1 or 2 bullets. This death was very.
So now, so after the big sacrifice of the hero, Krish, here comes a new government order in the
So after the fish gets a sacrifice to his nation, so a government new order came from a government. This is an innovative weapons which can be given to all the army officers and the police officers, which they can be shoot their enemies with their own properties without the permission of the government. So these are the new order after the sacrification of a hero, that is a Krish. So this sacrifice to our nation. So behalf of him, the government has ordered this new weapon.
and this is in the memory of our hero, Krish.
So just now we came into a message of the story, a word of the story, which will be shared among us, and each one will have own model, so that we will have 3 different models for the story. Start with taking it.
So in my point of view, what it is means that there is nothing which is about our nation. So if a person does to sacrifice their life to our nation, it's nothing but that if they are sacrificing their own life to their part. Is they think that our nation is a part of a family. The army people and the police officers, they just left their families. In borders, they just left their family. They are not seeing their family members, and they are just sacrificing our nation. So each and every human being should be like that. They need to take care of their family, even they need to take care of their nation also. Please continue with it.
So the second conclusion I would like to give is, so we should not be greedy of money, wealth, or other people's apostrophe, other people's position or something. Because in this clip we saw in the second sequence, the villain, also named as Jamal, he was greedy of the hero Krish, because he accompanied Krish towards the castle for the exploration, but the people of the village only talked about Krish. So don't be greedy, at the same time don't betray your friend, and always have a good friendship with others, because friendship will lead always your life, and it will be helpful in any situation. I would like to ask whether
The soldiers in the army are very proud. They don't take risks. They work in the border. Again, they come to the city. They work for a nation. They work for the people's harmony. So they fight for the nation and they fight for the city. So they don't take risks. they forget their family. They consider nation as equal to their family. So don't underestimate army soldiers and give respect, equal respect of army, and consider them as the real heroes of this nation instead of going beyond the actors. So we consider army soldiers are the real heroes of a nation to protect us from enemies. So here we have the 3 different morals for our story. Hope you liked and learned something from our story. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you want us to again repeat the object, sir, which should depict so that...
One second. Hold your appreciation and put on speaker. Wait. One second.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you want to appreciate, you can now say.
Thank you, friends. Thank you, Ritika. Thank you, Kiran. Thank you, Ritika.
Yes, 90% correct.
Thank you, Prabhu.
It was really nice, guys.
Thank you, Reshwar.
Sir, I just wanted to say, they said that you would explain which items they use.
I will explain. I'll explain.
It showed. Wait, sir, after I have to leave, so
Yeah.
I'll just say my morning and I'll go. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay. Tell us.
Okay, so like your story was actually very interesting, but all the visuals I could totally understand what was going on in the story, and I was like captivated the entire way. So I actually think that I want to give you 100 because I didn't see anything that was wrong. Like all the teammates did equally, and although there was a little bit of confusion about like how you would go about it, I think you guys managed it well. So I'd say that I'll just give like a 97, 98. Unless there's something that I missed.
Okay. All right. So Reshwar wants to give 97 for Team Mitra, and that's a good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you now.
You will know the result tomorrow, Reshwar. When you join, you will know the result of this entire game tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Take care. I'll leave now.
Right. Okay. So bye, Reshwar. Keep shining.
Bye now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Bye, Bye.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah. Kiran.
also I have to leave in 15 minutes, sir.
Why?
Sir, sir.
Last week you did not leave at 6:30 or 6:40. You stayed till the class end. What makes you leave this week early?
Sir, last week I was unwell, sir. So I didn't attend senior class, sir.
The past 3 or 4 weeks you left only at 7 o'clock Indian time. Right, okay, fine. So, right, say your mark and you can leave.
Sir, it's still 15 minutes, sir.
Sorry?
We have 15 minutes, sir.
Yeah, okay, say your mark.
Okay, sir. So, sir, they were very creative, sir, and it was very prepared, sir. And also, really like how they went an extra mile on using another object, sir. So, my mark is 98, sir.
98. So,
Thank you, Kiran.
Thank you, Kiran.
I asked you to check up. Have they involved all the 14 materials?
Sir, I'm pretty sure they involved all 14, sir, but I didn't hear if they included the bishops, sir.
No, the bishop is totally allowed because I had replaced bishop with some other coin. Where did they use ring? You tell me. Where did they use rings? That's what I asked. Where did they use rings? When did you see using rings? Nitin, Or Kiran, did you manage to see rings? Where was it? I was video streaming, not the entire thing, and I was pretty much covering everything. When they presented, I had a face view, and when they used the properties, I had the property view, as Nitin mentioned. So, what was the rings representing? The plastic rings. Reuse.
At last weapons.
Innovative weapons given by the government in memory of.
Okay. Right. So that even the panel members did not even notice. Anyways, Nitin, tell your mark.
Sir, I think they did really well by involving all of their team members, which is one of the most important points. And then they did involve almost all of the items. And I know that I saw pretty much all of them, sir. So I want to give them like a 98 because there was just a tiny confusion in between on how they were going to present. So I'm going to give them a 98.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So the team gets 98 because all the three members have said. So as of now, it is concluded that Team Mitra has got 98 marks. Good job.
Thank you.
Well done, Sumitra.
Thank you, Kiran.
Good job, Mitra.
Thank you, friends.
So could you please dismantle and put everything on the bench so that we should be able to. Team Vishnupriya is now taking charge. Guys, let us give them some time for making all the initial arrangements. All the worst. So the status quo is Team Prabhu Aditya 72 marks, Team Mitra 98 marks, and Team Reshwar is up, and Team Vishnupriya is staged now. Once again, once they are ready, I will video stream the entire properties, and my panel members Kiran and Nitin will decide how much marks for submission. So good presentation, ready? Okay, Kiran has 10 minutes left. Nitin, how much time do you left? You are left. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
So good evening everyone. So I'm going to start it. So this is actually like a war sequence mixed with a French musical. So this dice stands for a girl who has really wanted to achieve something, but she achieved it even though she was ill, and the other person is dead. So this girl's name is Ishita and this girl's name is Reshma. So they both are very close friends, and you will
Vashni is about to give the conclusion, so I'm switching off the video and I'm switching on to the other device so that every other person hears. You want to say more? Yeah, say the message and then I'll go to it.
In the war sequence, war is not a solution for all the things that we should have to. The two countries will be having a war. That is not a solution for that war. But we can compromise like a treaty or compromising the message things.
So the book Bishop and the so this are the head of the military council. So the country is the military head is for the reason and the same thing for the country reason.
Right, so good job, very nice. We'll go to the explanation. People comments have you. Okay, so we saw a brilliant explanation by Vishnupriya, Brinda, Balaji, Vishnu, and Arya. And now they have handed over the plot to the responsibility of Brinda Vashni. So now let us all listen to Brinda Vashni, the conclusion that she is going to give. Brinda Vashni, go.
Yes, sir. So then, friendship is a real good gift given by the God. We should have some good, very good friends around us. So the first thing that we should very bad so that we should not select some bad friends like who's not bringing us to overcome our problems or like that. We should have a friend and we should be very true to them and they should be very true to us. And we should have helping tendency in us help how much people help others. Thank you, sir. Thank you, friends.
The marathon.
Right, so that's good explanation, Brinda Vashni. I appreciate that. Good job. Alright, so Kiran, Nitin, Kiran has time elapsed. So we will first from Kiran, hear from Kiran. You know, what do you think about the performance of the Vishnupriya and what's the mark that you would like to handle?
Okay, sir. So then, first of all, it's a very good performance by all of you. Well done. And next, with one thing that I wish Mahatmana and Abhigas would talk, Mahatmana and Krishna. But other than that, very well done, all of you. So my mark for you is 96.
Thank you, Kiran. Thank you.
Thank you.
96 from Kiran. And she feels that Balaji and Vishwan should have been given a little bit of more scope for speaking, for which I totally agree. Now, Nitin Murugan.
Sir, I think they did a good job, sir. Except some of them didn't get as much scope as the others in this activity, sir. So I think they should get maybe a 94.
Okay, 94. Nice. Ritvika, Prabhu Aditya, Ritan Nitish. I want your ideas as well, as far as Team Vishnupriya is concerned. Not for Team Mitra, but for Team Vishnupriya as observers, what do you think?
Can I say this?
Yes, Ritvika.
Sir, I think we should get my mark is very new.
Ritvika once again. Okay, Ritvika once again. Kiran, you can leave and tomorrow we'll meet. Keep sharing this stuff. Bye. Okay, Ritvika, please go ahead now.
Okay, sir. So my mark is to give 90.
His name is Jumbo. His name is Jumbo. Okay, Ritvika, his name is Krishman. Krishmans. K-R-I-S-H. Krish. V-A-N-T-H. Krishman.
Vishwakarma is regular with much success on it. My idea is to give 90 marks.
Well then, Ritvika, you are very gracious and you have got a good heart. Nice. Prabhu Aditya.
Sir, I do like the plant agriculture and the arrangement fast is evident. They were explained 75% I respect the perfectness in the sir. Krishnan has joined us after 4 times, sir, so I think Krishnan could have even more scope, sir.
Okay, Prabhu Aditya, so what's the mark you mentioned?
Sir, 92, sir.
92. Alright, okay. Vidya Nitish. Yes, sir. Come on, Vidya.
Sir, actually, I would like to give 95, sir. So, but Vishwanath and Balajana had given somewhat more scope, sir, as everyone mentioned, sir. So, at that time, I would like to give 90, sir, but after Haryana gave some moral, sir. So, my total mark is 95, sir.
Okay. Alright, so we will give some time to Vishnupriya's team for dismantling and then we'll come back. Just 2 minutes. Wait. So all the 4 teams, yeah, all the 4 teams are successfully completed. Take care of the respective boxes. Not change the box. Yeah. For Prabhu Aditya's team, 98 for Mitra's team, 95 for Vishnupriya's team. And we are having a tiny discussion and then this activity is done. As for who is going to be the winner, which is place 1, place 2, place 3, that is going to be announced tomorrow after people like Reshwar Kiran and Vidya join. Okay, so sit down all of you. If the dismantling is done, come take your seats please. Right. So now we will come back to team ratio. After we have seen all the other 3 teams making a presentation and they were pretty much using their properties so well. Exclusively when it takes to Team Mitra, they talked much ahead and they got the privilege privilege of using their own properties in their own style. That has even stimulated Team Vishnupriya to go in the same extent. So I really appreciate these two teams, that is, two teams in online and two teams in direct. The direct athletes really made use of the properties so well. As far as team ratio goes, first team is always having a lot of stress because they are going to set the trend for the other teams. So team ratio did a good job by setting a trend. So Virna, Reshwar, Nitin Murugan and Kiran Nathinda, they came up with giving patronage to the orphans. That was the supreme message, which was a very touching message. But this property allocation not being able to be on the part should not be a barricade for their performance. Number one, they were full in attendance. Number two, most important, all the 14 objects were properly used. All the 14 objects were properly used. Except Prabhu Adya's team, all the other teams used the 14 objects properly. Team Vishnupriya also came up with all the 14 objects used very much properly. So, being in full attendance, being the first team, and using all the 14 props and communicating so well. Nitin was really good in communicating. Virna was stumbling a little bit, but that was properly compensated by Reshwar and Kiran. So their final mark is 94 out of 100. I have announced the final mark of Team Reshwar, but unfortunately only Nitin Murugan is present here, while the other three members are not present. But tomorrow, once Reshwar, Kiran are joining, I will again announce the final mark. But as far as the other three teams are concerned, only the panel members are given the mark. As per the panel members, 72 for Prabhu Adya's team, 19 for Nidra's team, and 95 for Vishnupriya's team. But my final conclusion will be given not today, but it's going to be tomorrow. So tomorrow we will have the final announcement of all the teams' places, and we will have a discussion as to why this particular exercise has been utilized. There are some people who were not really able to perform well in this exercise. For instance, Vishwan, Balaji, Ridhumashni, and Ritvika. These people did not perform well. Ridhumashni was absent yesterday. Vishwan, yes, he was present yesterday, and today he should have been given more scope. Vishnupriya should have been concentrating more on that. He's a very capable fellow, but still he did not get a chance. So tomorrow the discussion will be elicited with these four members: Ritvika, Ridhumashni, Vishwan, and senior most Balaji. And then we will have a learning discussion and we finish off, and then we are straight away moving to Dakshin Siddhar's skit competition. That's where it's going to be. Alright, so today's activity has been successfully completed, and Vedarshan wants to speak something, so he's coming here and he will stand and he will announce it. Vedarshan, please do the honors. You mentioned a very official announcement.
Sir, we need to go to the nearby temple for a particular prayer. So this session is officially completed today, and do your there is to pray. And then sir, we don't know the exact time. So anyone why keep saying it?
No. I'm staying here. Until these monkeys are getting out of this hall, I'm staying here. And today is Saturday. My temple visiting days are Monday and Tuesday, not on Saturday. Okay, so what Vedarshan and his members mentioned was, anyhow I'm going to make the announcement tomorrow, and learning discussion is also going to be tomorrow. Plenty of people not here, so the setup is here, so they wanted to play some games. So that's what they are going to do, and I don't want to stand in between them. They got some solid 20 minutes, so they can play some games. Online people who all wants to stay and watch, unfortunately I cannot give a virtual game for you. So that, okay, I am cloned as Nitin Dinesh, and Balaji is cloned as Prabhu Aditya, and Vishnupriya is cloned as Ritvika. So Ritvika throws the ball up in and around here. So whoever is willing to stay, you can stay and watch what these people are playing. But whoever wants to leave, you can ready to leave because the official class has been completed. So who wants to stay and who wants to leave? Prabhu is staying, Ritika is staying, Nitin is staying. How about Nitin? How about
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have some problems to do, sir. So I need my mother.
Oh, I keep sharing this one.
My parents keep saying it's wrong.
Okay, you can play. India on Manikandan.
Uncle, I want to show two things to you.
Wait. Right. So this is an Iron Man mask that Hariharan has made, and that's a beautiful work, beautiful piece of work. Good job, Manikandan.
Yes.
Very nice, very nice. Fantastic. Good job. So, நாளைக்கு யார் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ்
Excuse me, sir. Sir, yes. What is sir?
Yes.
Sir, can we give tomorrow evening, sir?
Sports is tomorrow evening.
Then we should go to ground.
அப்ப லேப்டாப் எல்லாம் அங்க கிரவுண்ட் பண்ணி வைக்கிறதா? பேக்யார்ட். வர்ஷன் 1, பாலாஜி 2, மித்ரா 3, விஷ்ணுத் 4, விஷ்ணுபிரியா 5, ஹரிஹரன் 6, மணிகண்டன் 7, கீர்த்தனா 8, தர்ஷன் ஒரு 9 நபர் 10. 10 பேர் இருப்போம். 10 பேர் வந்து பேக்யார்ட் எடுத்துருவாரு. Okay, okay. So what are you going to play? Juggling. Or you dismantle and the cup should not fall down. On the game. Fast. Hey, no. No hitting, please. Team. Ashar and Balaji are taking it.
Sir, I am running out of network, sir, so I need to do this, sir.
Okay. Bye. Hey, Balaji, juggling. Move the table around. No. Tables is the bench. You have a task, Tanda. Come on, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Move it. So, the team is Balaji, Vishnupriya, Mitra. Mitra and Brinda are yet to be taken. And Vedavarshan, Krishnan and Hariharan. When?
You're playing juggling.
Okay, move it. The first jugglers. Who are the first jugglers? Okay. One நிமிஷம் அந்த வால் என்ன மாலை மிஸ் பண்ணுவோம். மாலை டைம் பண்ணு. Next ball. Okay, okay. இதான் சரி pitch பண்ணு. pitch பண்ணு. One, two, four. Then first start பண்ணுங்க. 3, 2, 1, go. Concentrate, concentrate. Now. Oh, 13, 14.
14 நாங்க திரும்ப 30 முட்டை முடிச்சுக்கோங்க. So first time now நீங்க 1 நாங்க 0 டீம் முட்டை முடிச்சோம்.
1-0. இப்போ அடுத்த
Play extra.
play extra. இல்ல நீ ஸ்டே பண்ணாத ஸ்டே பண்ணிக்கோ. Okay, team version 0, team Balaji 1. Supplement full table. Play version team 0 and Balaji's team 1. 3, 2, 1, go. Freeze. Freeze. Yes, Nitin. All right, Nitin. See you tomorrow. Are you joining tomorrow or Monday?